Hello, this is the Danji Designs Artist Interviews, episode 8. Today we are joined by...
ChiiChanny, hi!
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Good. It's always weird when you have to say this twice.
It is, yeah.
For the recording, but yeah. But I'm professional, so I don't draw attention to that.
No, definitely not.
At all. Okay. I'll dive straight into it. So, what is it that you do, your field of expertise?
Gosh. I guess my two, expertise at the moment is, illustration work and slowly going into, sculpture.
Mm-hmm.
Bizarrely enough, but yeah.
Okay.
So I think those two areas are my key fields.
Is the one that you prefer over the other, or are you just kind of balancing both at the moment?
I guess in some way I find illustration is a bit more relaxing, but then at the same time so is sculpting, but I guess it's more relaxing in the sense that I get to an end point and then I've got something physical, whereas with an illustration I've got something, but then that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Do you tend to work more traditional or digital?
I do more digital just because traditional, costs money, and I'm not exactly in a great position for that right now.
Yeah,
so,
join the club.
It's like pens and stuff, and I think some of mine are starting to dry out, so it's I try not to do too much traditional, but I like traditional. It's something that I've done for quite some time. I used to do it a lot really before I went into digital work. So it's kind of like a transition, but I still do both.
Yeah, that's cool. What was the thing that inspired you to becoming an artist in general?
Nothing. Nothing really inspired me to just do it. I just did it, and then that was it.
Yeah.
It was something I always did as a child. I'd always get told off for sitting there doodling on my workbooks at school and doodling on every single little thing known to man.
Yeah.
All of my school books would be decorated. All of the front would have a big illustration on it, and then the teacher would just kind of look at me like, "What are you doing?" And just I don't know. I just felt like it.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. I doodle on my arm a lot as well.
Yeah. You start doodling on your hand, and before you know it, you've got half
got a sleeve.
Yeah, got a tattoo going on.
Yeah. I used to have me maths, I used to hate maths, so that's the time I used to spend doodling. Because these are set questions I ask most people, but then I try and adapt them to but individual keeps. What are some of the things that you've worked on that have been the most fun, project wise?
I had a lot of fun making my first ball-jointed doll. She was a lot of fun. Getting to the end result of that was really rewarding. I have it right here. My little, this is the resin version.
Yay!
After the clay one. My clay one has been retired now because she's been a bit battered.
No.
Well, after the mold making process, it starts to slowly chip away at the paintwork. And because of that, it ends up slowly destroying the original, sculpt. So now that I finally got a resin one going, I can let her retire and sit and do nothing.
Yeah, that probably speakers.
I also, I really like working in big projects. I've done a lot of charity work, but I haven't really done many big projects yet. I guess I'm kind of trying to get into something and waiting for something to come along that just says, do it! I'm like, oh yes, I want to do it.
So is there a piece of work you've done that you're most proud of? Would it be that the doll you showed me, or was it something else?
In my sculpture, she's my most, prized possession in sculpture work. But I think for as far as my illustrations go, my favorite tends to change depending on how far I've come. I really like my most recent piece that I've been working on, and it's of the girl with her rib cage showing, and she's surrounded by butterflies. And I think that's one of my most favorites at the moment. I haven't even finished it, but I like it.
Yeah, It looks good from what I've seen. I lost my train of thought. The ribcage threw me. So, like, with the doll making aspect, how did you like get into that? How did you discover that sort of thing?
It happened really randomly. I finally got my first ball jointed doll because I've always wanted one since I was about 15 to 16 years old. I'd seen them. I saw someone had a really big one, and I was just like, "What the hell is that? I want one." So I started looking into them, and then I found out what they were, and then I went ahead. When I was 20 and I was finally able to afford my first one, I got my first one. And then, like, a few years later, I turned around and thought to myself, well, you can make them. Like, I know that they're obviously made and sculpted. So I went ahead and just did it. I just decided, well, if I look at how these are done and the fact that they're hollow and just do a little bit of research about how they kind of start, and I just did it. And now it's slowly becoming a thing that I want to carry on with as a business. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's tedious, but it's fun.
Yeah. Do you like make a big batch all at once sort of thing? Like parts?
When I cast.
So I know nothing about it, so I'm just like fine.
When it comes to casting is basically making an exact replica of the original mold. So it's pretty much how most figurines are done, resin figurines that you can buy from anime and even like game collector pieces.
Yeah.
And they they have lots of separate molds, and then at the end of it, you'll pull them out and you'll just have a bunch of pieces.
Yeah.
And then you have to drill through them and sand them down and refine them, and then you can put her together, or it, or he, or whatever the hell it is that you've made, using elastic string.
Okay, cool.
But I can cast one in a day, and that takes, the actual time of working on it is probably about 2 hours, but you have to kind of like wait like 4 hours before you can even like do anything with it.
Okay, yeah. So I guess if you've got like a line on the go sort of thing, like lots of them, you could kind of work on one aspect while the other like, yeah.
So I'll have like half of the doll in the pressure chamber cooking and doing its thing, and I can wander off for a while.
Yeah.
Something else, and I'll come back to it, and I got to pull them out, then put the next one in and get that ready, and then I got to pull them out, cut all the spouts off, refine them down to a point that I don't have too much to do afterwards, and then I can relax and do something else. But I end up doing it all day. If I start at 9, I sometimes won't finish until like 8.
Wow.
It can take a while.
Yeah.
Because you have to make sure you clean out all the molds before you start casting, and then you have to, on top of that, you have to spray them with mold release so that the resin doesn't stick and shred the mold apart. Because we've had that 1 or 2 times, and that wasn't fun. It's really frustrating. She's just like, oh, why is that happening? Please don't. So it's a big process, but you get something really awesome at the end of it. A solid, hard resin plastic piece.
Have you made a lot so far? Are you like planning on opening a shop for them?
Yeah, at the moment I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dolls disassembled that I need to drill and sand through so I can put them together.
That's really cool.
And I have you can do different colors, which is fun. This is a grey one.
Ooh.
And then I've got like a chocolate one. And I've got fluorescent colours as well, so they can glow under UV light.
Oh wow.
And I've got glitter.
Lots of glitter.
Sparkles. And then I've got fluorescent colours, and they glow under UV. And then I've got glitter. Lots of glitter. I have like shimmer powders, and you can mix it in with the resin. I literally said to myself that if I really wanted to, I could go full Twilight and make a vampire sparkly doll. So in the dark, it's just white, but then in the sunlight, it would go pink sparkly.
Wow. Well, I guess some people would want that if they wanted to buy one.
Why not?
Well,
what if I make a vampire one? For a fact someone's gonna want one.
Yeah.
It's like, it sparkles. I need it.
Yeah, and it'll sell a lot that way. So why not? Trying to get back on track now. So with like the because you do obviously a lot of characters with your 2D stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously does that like link directly to the 3D like doll making?
I guess I try to, my doll making, I guess I keep them more on my illustrative side, so I try to make them look like my drawings. My first doll is more based on a little character that I've had for a long time, and she's just this chubby elf. And I just thought she was so cute that she'd be fun to make into a little doll, so I'd have one of my own.
Yeah.
And I'm making more, and I have lots of other character ideas in mind. Like I want to make a big bunny, you know, and God knows what else. Just go crazy with it.
Yeah, why not?
That's the sort of thing that I do. I tend to like make a character, and then I think to myself when I look at it, it's like that'd be a really cool like figurine. But it's like instead of doing a figurine, why don't we just make it a doll? Then they can pose, and people can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've got like two different aspects at the same time.
Yeah,
so pretty work.
They work hand in hand together, which is nice.
Yeah. I need to change some of these questions at some point because, like, some of them I ask and then you just get like a yes or no response. During the start of a project, where do you draw your inspiration from?
I guess I look at the project itself.
Yeah.
So depending on what someone wants, you know, commissions are kind of like a miniature project on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So say someone comes to me and they want me to draw their character and they want them in an action pose. So I'll take a look at the character, find out what weapons, if any, that they use, their personality, you know, the way that the original drawing, if they have one, has perceived the character, and then go from there. You know, I take the description and then try and work with something that both embodies everything that the character's about, and then at the same time, you know, what's that word? Like, yeah, and displaying what it is that the person is after. So, okay. You know, you can have... Personify, that's it. Okay.
Sorry.
I was there, and I'm just like, is that the word? Yep, get out, yeah. Excuse the babbling, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I should shut the door.
I had to kick our mic out before closing the feed.
But yeah, so I just tend to research into what it is that I'm drawing and then go from there.
Is it? What do you find much time to play games or watch TV or read much between, like...
Yes and no. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. There are times when I'll start drawing and I won't stop. I forget to do human bodily functions. Such as, you know, like going to get a drink and then go have something to eat. I did a stream the other day, and I think I was setting up and I was sitting there for 4 hours. I forgot to have a drink.
Yeah.
And I was starting to get to the end of it and I'm just like, my throat's really dry. Why is it so dry?
Yeah, you didn't realise that.
Then I look at the clock and I'm like, oh Christ, that's why.
Yeah. Get really into it.
But I try and find time. Like yesterday, I took a little break for myself when I started playing Final Fantasy 11 again, just for a bit of fun.
Yeah.
And you know, I just tend to have like little break days if I can, just to take my mind off of working all the time.
Yeah, I think you need it really.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna. And you start getting to a point when you work too much that you start kind of disliking what it is that you're doing, and then you fall into like an art slump, and then it kind of goes into like artist depression, and then yeah, it's hard to kind of crawl back out of that once you get there.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, I was gonna say so what are you playing currently? But I think you just answered that.
No, I play like multiple different games, but yeah, my current game is Final Fantasy 11, and I also play like offline games. So I play a lot of Scrabble against people.
Okay.
That's fun. I don't know why I play that, but yeah. I gotta pick up my phone out and beat you at Scrabble. I got a big word, yes. And then I play Lucius. I'm playing the second one. I'm waiting for them to release the new game plus, because that's a lot of fun. You're a little boy, and you are the Antichrist.
Okay.
Son of the devil. So you get to run around and murder people, and you get points for doing it.
Oh, lovely.
So much fun. So I think of a new way to kill him. It's like, I think I might chop off your head, or I'm gonna go and knock you out, or I'm gonna go and electrocute you, because why not?
Yeah, it's in the game. It's encouraged.
It's a lot of fun.
Cool. Can't read my own writing.
One of my favorite games at the moment, and I'm waiting for the new release to come out, is the Telltale's version of The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely love The Walking Dead. It's one of my biggest fandoms. I absolutely love it, and the Telltale Walking Dead game is phenomenal, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah.
So I have that to look forward to next year, I think.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask when
whenever they release it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching E3 not long ago, and it's like all these amazing games, and like out 2016, 2016.
I know. I'm so looking forward to Final Fantasy VII remake. It's just like yes.
Yeah. You're watching it, and me and my friend were there, and just looked at you like, is it gonna happen?
Finally happened.
When we heard the narration thing, we thought it was like gonna be a sequel. The way you were like talking about it, like what?
And when you hear their narration, and then you're sitting there, you're like, they're talking about the game, but at the same time, they're talking about all the fans.
Yeah.
And when you're sitting there listening to it, like, it's literally saying everything that we have tried to make them do. And it's like, and at last we will fulfill the promise. And it's just like, yes.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah, do you have a favourite or most influential artist that's like inspired your work?
Yeah, I have Yoshitaka Amano is the illustrator who does a lot of the concept artwork behind Final Fantasy. He is one of my most favorite artists. I stumbled across him when I was about how old was I? I must have been about 12. And I just stumbled across the Final Fantasy games, and I saw his artwork on the cover, and then as I got older, I started looking into him more, and I adored his work. I thought it was amazing. And of course, you got Hayao Miyazaki. I love his work. His work is really awesome. The way he personifies his characters, and there's always a heroine, and you got a hero as well amongst it, so it's set for everyone. Otherwise, other favorite artists, I've got so many. I can't sometimes pin it down to just an artist. It tends to be, I like that particular part of their work, but then sometimes they can go and do something else. You're like, well, I'm not so much of a fan of that, but I love that. So everyone's different, but I think Yoshitaka Amano is probably my most favorite.
Yeah. He's my favorite as well, so that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
He's awesome.
He really is. I didn't get into his stuff till like really later on during college. Like I knew of it, but I didn't know like how much work he's done and stuff.
Because I know that he does a lot of mixed media. He mixes all of his work. He uses a mixture of oil and something else.
Yeah.
And it creates a really interesting effect on a lot of his older works, where you can see like where the oil has started to separate the colors, and it creates this really interesting effect in the background. It's really impressive.
And he does these big murals on like aluminium stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Massive.
Just do that. it's insane.
I might do that in my room. Just go get some aluminium and just go for it.
Just make a mess.
Well, I have actually done it. You can see my walls all speckled.
Is that what that is?
When I first started painting my bedroom, I don't know why I went purple. It's a bit dark in here, but yeah. There was like this white paint left over in the box, and I was just like, I'm gonna do a galaxy. So I just got my brushes a bit wet, dipped them in the paint, just started flinging it everywhere. So I have it, it's like really, it's more concentrated on the back wall, and as it goes to the side, it starts to get less and less. Yeah.
That's so cool idea.
It's a fun technique. It's effective. So it looks like you're just walking into, like Star Trek. Warp speed.
Just walking into space. Is there sort of like an end goal you're working towards with your work?
I guess, yeah, not really much of an end goal, but more like just trying to make a living out of it. What it is that I do would be the biggest goal. So eventually I'll get there. Take time.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It's always tricky.
It is, it's hard.
Possibly nice.
Yes.
Nah, I definitely relate. Very stressful.
It is, yeah.
I put a question on the board and I was really proud of myself and then forgot it.
It'll come back to you in a minute.
Yeah. I know it's about, like, you're into, like, horror stuff, right? Where does that come from, like?
I have no idea, actually. I always had a weird attraction to Halloween and stuff like that. I was actually born on the Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
The second day of Halloween, so November the 2nd. That's the final celebration in Mexico of the Day of the Dead. And I didn't even know about that until I was a bit older. I think I was about like 16. But I've always had this weird attraction to Halloween and horror movies. They scare the life out of me, but I still like it.
Yeah.
So sit there and I watch it. I sit here and watch horror movies. I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. I love the Silent Hill games. They're terrifying. I can't get through most of them because I just encarp myself and just kind of turn off the game like, no, we're not doing that. I did that with the Resident Evil when I first started playing. I had it on PlayStation 1. I had it all set up. And I got into the game. I'm just like, alright, let's go do this. Open the door and the zombies turned around and looked at me and I kind of turned off and like, nope.
Too much.
I'll try that again later.
Yeah. Oh, I can't play those games. I remember playing, I think it's Nemesis, was it? The third one. And he just kept bursting through walls at me and I just couldn't take it. It was like too stressful.
No, we can't do that. No. I've grown up around a lot of horror themed stuff. I know my mum was a big fan of it and I've just always had a weird draw to it. I still sit here and watch horror movies and I'll be like, I can't sleep. It's too scary, but that was fun to watch.
Yeah.
There was this one time, I was watching this anime a few years ago called Shiki. I was sitting on my bed, it was late at night, and there's this episode where one of the characters who's just turned into a vampire slides from out of underneath the bed in like a slow motion form, and I kind of looked at the floor and kind of lifted my feet up and like, well, we're not sleeping tonight.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
But it is, you just kind of start thinking about it, like, what if that happens?
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
No.
It's the same with things like The Grudge. You know, I've done horror cosplays. I've cosplayed as The Grudge before, running around the museum, scaring people. Because why not?
Staring behind them and stuff. Yeah.
But I watched that, and it was late at night, and I turned off the light. But you know, when you got that like horrible feeling in your mind, like she's here and she's staring at me. It's completely irrational, but your mind just turns around and says, she's definitely there. She's staring at you. If you look at her, you're gonna die. I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, you just like completely bought into the film, and it's like, oh, it's real now.
Yeah, it's just like all of a sudden your mind just turned around and said, that's a good idea. Why don't we just do it? Let's just make the human that I'm controlling just go absolutely apeshit and just scare them half to death. You're just sitting there shivering like, I can't sleep. Please help me.
It's twitching, yeah.
Save me.
Oh, maybe it's the adrenaline rush you get. Like,
maybe.
You just like it. You feel alive.
Accelerated heart rate. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I'm gonna die.
I'm terrified of heights, and I went on this ride in Belgium. It's massive. You can, when you get to the top, I can't remember what it's called. You get to the very top, and you can see from half the town. You can see for miles.
Wow.
And I'm looking out, and I'm just like, that's a nice view. And then, stupidly, I look down. And I'm just like, oh. And I usually think to myself, can I get off? Can I get off? Can someone get me off? Like, is there a way that I can get off of this? And I'm like holding on, and I drop. I've never screamed so loud in my life. And you get to the bottom, I feel like my body has left me. Yeah. And I'm just an empty shell sitting on the ground. Just like,
you just left it at the top.
Like, they're gone. Whoever I was is just left, and I'm just standing here. And there was one time I was at the London Dungeon, and we just have your photo. And you just relax after this, like, oh, that was funny and stupid. And I walk through this passing, right, and there's this door that's right up against the wall. Yeah. There's nothing behind it. As far as I was concerned, there was nothing behind it. I walk past, and out of nowhere, this hand grabs me. I scream, and I turn around like to fling it off. And then my boyfriend, who was just walking ahead of me, turned around and said, "Did you hear that scream?" And I was like, "It's me, you idiot!" Like, you know, if I'm in some kind of terror, I know who's going to save me. No one.
He just had to just like, oh, it's really, I love the ambience and screaming and everything. It's just you behind him.
It's just me behind him, terrified because someone grabbed me. And then the woman came out from behind the door laughing, pats me on the back, and I'm just like, I'm not happy. Go away from me.
I will strike you.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh man.
Fun times.
Mm.
It's like when you look back and it's like, that's pretty funny, but at the time it's not funny.
No, it's deadly serious.
Like, please don't.
Don't do it ever again.
Yeah.
I think that's most of the questions I've written down anyway. Let's think of more. Have you got any questions for me? I always throw it to the other person just in case.
Oh, what's your hobby? What do you do?
Hobby?
Yeah.
Well, usually playing games and stuff, and hanging out with friends, exploring things, like, you know.
Well, I know you make t-shirts, don't you? You did that chameleon one.
I'm trying to make t-shirts. I'm trying to get into merchandising more, but it's tricky because I have like an online shop, which is through Redbubble, but obviously you make very little through that.
I've got the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like move away and kind of do all the production myself.
Yeah.
But obviously you need money coming in for that to keep that up and going. So I need people. I've got like 5 people who want a t-shirt at the moment, but I need at least 10. So it's like.
Yeah, you need more people. That's what it is. I've been doing it recently, so I started making dresses and stuff, and I'm trying to get to a point where I can just order a big bulk and set it on for a bit cheaper, because at the moment, cost price is quite expensive. But there is a really good supplier. I'll let you know who they are, and they're pretty good for single items because they make it cheap-ish, but you know, it's good for what it is, and the quality is really nice. But yeah, I know how much of a headache it is. I have one thing on my Redbubble account that's really popular, just one piece.
Yeah.
And I sit there and think, it's like, why is that one popular, but the rest not?
I know. Is it like is it sort of like a fan arty piece or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what annoys me. I have this one fan art piece. I did it just for fun. I just thought it's a funny thing to do. It's of Legolas, and he's sitting there pointing, and then underneath it just says the Jacob Hobbit starting. That's it. It's just a chibi version of him. It doesn't even look much like Legolas himself. It's just a character that kind of looks like him.
Yeah.
It was just something silly and funny that I did just for the hell of it. And I stuck it up just to see what would happen. And it exploded. It was going mad. And I was like, why?
I know.
Why do you like this? That's not even that great. And then I just something really elaborate and beautiful, and no one wants it. It's just like, okay.
I know, that's always the case. Like on DeviantArt's the worst for that, I find.
Yes. People will go for your gallery and they'll turn around and be like, I really like this piece. And I did that in 2007. Can you like my new one?
Yeah.
It's much better quality.
Look at my original pieces. Stop looking for my fan art.
Yeah, stop looking for the fan art. That's the most annoying thing. Is like, I do fan art once in a while. I'll have a character that I've watched the recent episodes. My most recent fan art is of Steven Universe. It's one of my most favorite cartoons at the moment. And I watched the recent episode and I thought it was so sweet. I just felt like drawing the 2 characters together and just to do something silly. And it's gone absolutely mad.
Yeah.
On Tumblr's been shared around like crazy, and I'm just like, but she won't share my original work that I put a lot of effort into. It's just like, huh.
Yeah, like, 'cause it's your original thing and no one likes it.
It does make you feel down about yourself, but I guess at the same time, you just need to find, I guess you need to find like your fan base.
Yeah, you're right.
When you have your fan base, everything else will come with it. But at the moment, it's just hard to get the fan base. I used to have a pretty decent following before I went to college. It's something that I sometimes kick myself for, because I went back to college, you know, oh yeah, I'll go get a degree and everything else. But at the time, I was getting insane views on my DeviantArt account. I was reaching 100 to 200 views a day. I was really proud of that. I managed to get it to that point where I was like, yeah, this is really getting somewhere. I went to college, my activity dropped, and as soon as I finished college, it was just abysmal. It was just like 10 views a day. I'm just like, oh. I was just like, what happened? So in a way, I regret going to college for that, because I had a really good following. But at the same time, I did learn a few things. but I guess it's really hard to know what to do when you get to a point where you've got a good following, but you feel like you should do something else.
Yeah.
I was going to go to university to do a Bachelor of Arts in game design.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be something that I could do for a bit of fun. Just to do something other than illustration, because I've heard a lot of people say that when they did illustration as a degree, when they did illustrations, they kind of made them hate what it is that they did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to feel like that, because academics always kind of make me feel like that anyway. You sit there and you're drawing like, you have to do it like this and do this and research into this person. Like, I don't like that person, I don't care. I just don't care for that artist. And it's just a big headache, and you start feeling down about your work, and you're just like, I can't anymore, I'm so stressed out, I can't do it. So I didn't bother going ahead with it. Instead, I got a part-time job and I started doing some work. At the moment, I don't have a job, and I'm just trying to get my business off the ground.
Yeah.
So it's kind of awkward. It's like, if I go to work, I don't have time, but I have money. But if I don't go to work, I have time, but I have no money.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my business requires both time and money. It's just like,
it's like a cycle.
So it's like, I can't win.
No. Yeah, I'm kind of like that at the moment. Freelance works since I left uni kicked off quite a bit, so I'm really happy with that. But because I'm quite affordable to get more clients in, I'm not earning as much as if I just do like a random part-time job. Obviously, if I did that, I then wouldn't have time to do the art stuff. So then, same thing, really, pretty much.
Just everything's a big loop.
Yeah, it is. It's like a cycle of just screwing you over, pretty much in some way.
I think that's why Kickstarter is great for artists trying to get out there.
Yeah.
I did my Kickstarter and I reached my goal. I was really proud of that.
Wow.
But unfortunately, I kind of underestimated how much I actually needed. So I got everything with the money, and they all came. I was like, okay, this is cool. But then I started having problems. And then as I started having problems, I ended up spending more money and more money and more money. And before you know it, I've spent thousands into trying to get my business up and running out of my own money. And I'm just like, oh my god, what's going on? And I finally got it to a point now where I'm making consistent copies of what it is that I'm doing. I just need to start selling, and it's tough. But I've reached this horrible point that I have no money at the moment, and I need to buy mold release to make more. And it's just like, huh.
Oh no.
So I'm trying to do a pre-order to get people to order a few, and then that will pay for some things, and I can get back on track. But yeah, it's a slow process.
Yeah. So, like, how did you get your Kickstarter to be so successful? Because I've seen quite a few, and then some people tend to fall by the wayside a bit, and some people just like go.
It's
crazy.
Stressful.
Yeah.
It is one of the most stressful things that I've ever done. I did the Kickstarter, and then I'd have to keep sharing it in different places every single day, keep promoting it, keep putting it out there, try and get as many reblogs as possible on things like Tumblr, trying to get as many people as possible to look at it. Yeah. It was insane. I have no idea how I managed to do it, but I managed it. I had people that I don't even know donating some vast amounts of money. I'm just like, wow, what is this? So I went a bit over my goal, which I was really happy about. I wanted 1,600, and I got 1,008 in the total. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. But the amount of work that I had to put into it to get to that point was so stressful, because you don't want to feel like you're pestering people into trying to like donate and say, oh, I don't want to seem like I'm like
give me your money,
annoying people. Yeah. But at the same time, it's kind of like that because you need it. But it's not like I'm just going up to people like, oh, I need your money, do you want to donate towards this? It's more like, I have a project that I'm doing, are you interested, do you want to help out, so I can get myself off the ground and do something for myself. It's a great platform, but you've got to put a lot of work into it. A lot of time you're going to be there for days and days, stressing out, trying to share it, trying to get the word out there, and it's so stressful. But it's worth it. If you can do it, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Of course, if you have a big following, you don't have to worry about that. But when you don't, it's a lot more stressful. It's a lot more work. Yeah.
I mean, I usually get a lot of people liking my stuff, but when it comes to putting up money, that's different. That's a different
story.
It really is.
You get people that come up to me and it's like, oh, hey, can you draw this for me? And I'm just like, yeah, it costs money because it's my time. And they're just like, oh, I thought you could do it for free.
Oh,
no.
God, I hate those people.
Hey, can you draw this character for me? I'm just like, yeah, I could do it on a commission basis. I'm like, oh, what's that? It's like, oh, it's going to cost you money. And they turn around and be like, oh, I thought you could do it just for free. It's like a gift. It's for someone's birthday. I'm like, I'm sure it is.
So how close are we? Are we like family or something? Because that's not going to happen.
That's just like, even like close friends, you know, they come up to me and say, oh, can you draw this? I'm just like, I know you're a good friend, but I got stuff to do.
I know, it's like time is literally money, so I need to charge.
I need money, so I have to keep doing stuff to make money. And that if I start doing work for free, other people are going to expect me to do it for free, and it becomes the vicious cycle. It's like, but you did it for that person for that price. Why won't you do it for me for that price?
Yeah. Shut up.
It's like, that's why I just don't. It's like, if you're a friend, I'm going to charge you. I won't, you know, as long as you don't say how much I charge you, it'll be at a discounted rate. Like, I still got to, just to keep enforcing the fact that art is work. It doesn't matter how you look at it.
This is my job.
Yeah, it's a job. And that's what annoys me. So many people turn around and say, oh, but anyone can draw. And I'm just like,
oh, who says that? I'll hit them in the face.
It's not like that. It's people go around and say, oh, but, you know, but is your real work, you know, does it mean anything? Not many fields use artwork. I just want to take a step back. And I think to myself, like, everything that you look at in every day, packaging, promotion posters, the bus, your car, is designed by someone. Someone was paid to design it. Someone was paid to do the work into making it, or, you know, into making it a reality.
Yeah.
So it's just like, art is everywhere. It doesn't matter what you do, it's everywhere. Down to the design of this pen to the Costa cup. It's everywhere. You know,
it really is.
You can't turn around and say that art isn't a valued part of the community and that, oh, it doesn't get anywhere, no one's gonna want it. It's everywhere. Your TV programs, your costumes, everywhere. All those cartoons you watched as a kid, you know? It's everywhere, so it just amazes me when people say stupid stuff like that. And just think,
really do.
If only you knew.
I know.
If only you opened your eyes and realized what's around you. Oh well.
Just end on a rant.
No, I just think some people will always be really, you know. Really,
I know. Yeah, really ignorant about it.
Yeah, they just don't pay attention, and they don't want to know. They won't learn because they don't want to learn.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for that, because there's so much out there, and there's so much more than just, you know, going to work and doing your 9-to-5 job and coming home and doing whatever. The world is amazing, and there are people out there like you and myself who are working hard, trying to make a living for ourselves and trying to do something unique and different from everyone else. It's difficult. I mean, at the moment, I'm doing a lot of charity work with people. I'm starting a charity opera for animals. I've got another one working in progress for women's rights and, you know, for just, you know, rights in general.
Yeah.
And I've got someone coming up to me for breast cancer research work to help do work with a calendar.
That's
I've got a lot. Yeah, I got a lot going on charity-wise. I like doing work for charity. I think it's great. And I think it's good to raise awareness to things like that. I think the reason why I did an art book for the WWF in nature is because not many people do stuff like that. You see art books for things like cancer, and you see art books for things, you know, of all genres, but ones for animals, just purely for, you know, donating to an animal charity is quite rare to see. So yeah, that's why I wanted to do that, because your environment is important.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if you start harming your environment, you're not going to live for very long.
Nope. Something that people don't really realize.
I think it's something that people just don't pay attention to. All the insects and everything that live in your garden have a purpose. Yeah. You know, and it's up to you to make sure that everything sustains its, you know, circle of life and the ecosystem is stable. When it goes unstable, things start dying out and becoming extinct. And unfortunately, man has a lot of blame on their shoulders for that one.
Yeah, pretty sad.
It's sad, but that's why you gotta enforce it and kind of make people realize that there's a lot out there and you gotta go and see it.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta help it. It's like owning your garden and looking after your pets. You're not gonna let them die, are you? So why should you let everything else die? I hit my computer. Just casually smack my PC.
Yeah.
So how is it going anyway with your business merchandising side? How far have you gotten in terms of
merchandising? Merchandising hasn't gone very far at all. Redbubble, I probably sold about one print, literally.
Oh really?
But it hasn't been up that long, and the person that bought something was a friend. So yeah, it's going great.
I think a good thing to do in there, you can join groups on Redbubble, and that can get you more exposure. So do that and share your work around to as many places as possible.
Yeah.
I find I sell mostly, the things I sell the most of are stickers and t-shirts.
Okay, yeah.
I sell a lot more of them than I do of anything else. Every once in a while someone will buy a greeting card.
Just a single greeting card.
Just a greeting card. I'm just like, okay. And I think I had one person who bought what was it that they bought a phone case.
Okay.
For one of their, I think it was for an iPhone or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I find that those two things sell the most, stickers and t-shirts.
Yeah. I really want to get into t-shirts more. I want to do like unique designs for t-shirts.
I think stickers are a good thing as well because, you know, even I have a big thing about stickers. I've got one stuck here.
Okay.
My keyboard.
Oh god.
I have a weird obsession with stickers. I had a laptop and the entire back was coated in stickers. All of the front, all of the decor on the keys. It went a bit crazy.
Yeah.
I couldn't close the lid. There was so much stuff on there. I couldn't close the lid.
Oh, dear.
I kind of put like a tissue thing, like a spongy board, and kind of like gently pushed it down.
Well then, I guess I'll have my first sticker customer in you if I ever made stickers.
I'll buy a sticker.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
I would just start making stickers.
I think stickers are just fun, aren't they? A lot of people do lots of stuff with stickers. They stick it on their books and they stick it on anything.
Anyone.
They just, or anyone, yeah. They're just a fun, silly little thing that you can get to decorate whatever it is that you want to decorate with. I wanted to do my whole desk in stickers at one time. Just like coat the whole thing in stickers and then, like, you know, laminate the top and everything. So I'd have a really cool desk with artwork from everyone from all over the world.
Did that happen? Oh.
I started it and then I wasn't able to finish it. It was like moving home a lot, so I didn't really have time to finish it. Which is a shame.
You just got like one corner now, it's just like...
No, I had to get a new desk because my one broke.
Oh no.
I know, so all those stickers are gone. I was so annoyed. I spent a lot of money on them stickers as well. Like, you're buying lots of different stickers in packs. You spend £1 on that pack and £1 on this pack, and you spend like £5 buying this little packet of stickers. You're just like, you spend a lot of money on stickers.
Yeah, soon mounts up like.
It mounts up pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
I have a gigantic folder for the prints that I've bought from conventions. It's like that thick, like this wide.
Wow.
It's huge and it's crammed to the brim. I need a new folder so I can put more in it.
Ooh, I've got a new question.
Uh-huh.
Made one. Fly out of my head. Have you done conventions then before?
I've only had a chance to sell at one. It's something that I've been trying to do for so long. It's driving me crazy. It's just really hard to get into because a lot of them require you to have a comic book. I'm working on one, but it's a long process. You know, I know what it is that I want to do with my comic book, but it's just getting to that point.
Yeah.
So I had a chance to sell at one convention, and that was, I think it was last year in October. Yeah, because I went as Amethyst from Steven Universe. I remember running around trying to get, you know, people to like, come have a look, you know. And I had like this little section at a stand who did some Roman sushi, I think was her name, and she was really nice, you know, to let me have some table space. So I didn't sell too much though. I sold a little bit, but it wasn't that much. But it's a start.
Yeah.
So now I'm in a Facebook group community where they're trying to buy a big block of tables for artists that can go and display their work who might not have a comic book yet or are just trying to get their foot in the door.
That's really cool.
I think it's a shame at the moment places like MCM are kind of, they're pigeonholing themselves to people that have been there a lot.
Yeah.
So you'll always see the same artists there all the time. And I think in some ways that's a shame because there could be some really good new artists coming in.
Yeah, that aren't getting exposure.
That could show a whole, new range of work, some things that people have never seen before. And they're being shut out because this person has been there for X many years. And it's just like, but give this other person a chance. You never know. They might do exceedingly well and bring more people to the event.
Like the window cleaner just like attacking the door.
I'm just like, hi.
I know, but alright. It's like the day of distractions, and it's the only day I get to do interviews, and like everything happens in one day. But no, it's fine. Yeah, I know. I really want to do conventions myself, but I need to build up to it.
I have so many prints. It's unreal. I have got so many prints lying around. I've got hundreds, thousands of prints, like little ones, and I've got some bigger ones, and they're just sitting there.
Well, at least you're prepared. You just need to get to the get the con, basically.
I think I might do another Kickstarter at some point when I finally have the first base of my comic book done. So I've got something, and then I can see if I can get a Kickstarter to get it printed and ready. But after the first Kickstarter experience, it's like,
yeah, it's just overly stressful.
Yeah.
So like with the comic book, like what's it? Can you tell me much about it, or is it early days?
No, I know. I have the whole story is in my mind. It's the character that is pursuing throughout the whole story. Her name is Hallow. That you start the story with her in her human version. Her name is Holly, and she's just a basic, girl. She's in her 20s, and she's alone. She has no one else around her. She's moved to this new place. She's trying to get settled in, and she's just having a really bad time. And she starts feeling like death is following her, and she's kind of right to think that because he literally is stalking her and following her. And you get to a point in the story, the whole story starts with just her showing how she is, and then it'll get to the middle and she dies.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah, no, but this is the first book, so it's okay. I don't mind. I can tell you about what's going to happen, but you gotta see it for the gore and the glorified little graphics that's going to go with it. Basically, Death would just grab her and she just smashes her face into the ground, so she becomes completely unidentifiable.
Oh, lovely.
Upon death, that she doesn't actually die like, her physical, her essence, her being. Lucifer decides to just kind of take that, and it's like, he's hiring people. He has a whole agenda of his own.
Okay.
And he's hiring demons and succubus to do a deed of a different manner. Basically, the whole story is that Lucifer is a fallen angel. I've kind of twisted it a little bit. Christian's gonna hate me, but we're just gonna go with it.
Nah.
So, in my universe, God is a woman, and Lucifer is a bit of a flirt, kind of sort of hitting on other women, but at the same time trying to hit on God at the same time. And she's just had enough of it. She's just like, no, we're not doing this. So she kicked him out, and now he's like, he's the ruler of the underworld. He's the fallen angel, and he's trying to get everything all set up, and he's all naffed off because he's still trying to get God. He's just like, I love you. Please come back to me. So his logic was, if I hire demons and succubus to kill off all of the wrongdoers in the world, all of, the rapists, the sexual abusers, the beaters, then maybe God will pay attention to me. That was his logic behind that. And so, of course, how the story comes in is that she's a different kind of succubus altogether. He's made her half demon and half succubus at the same time. So when she emerges, she's got these gigantic wings, she's got this massive tail, and she's quite powerful compared to regular succubus, but because she's quite powerful, she's also quite unstable.
Yeah.
So the story will follow for her progression, and then at the same time you've got Lucifer's storyline going, and then her storyline, and then you've got everything else combining in with each other. There's a lot going on, but I don't have an end point yet.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of things working out in my mind, and I have different set points in the story. So it's just getting it all down on paper. I've spoken to a few people about it and pitching my idea, and a lot of people said that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a mixture of horror, love, comedy, You know, it's got a mixture of everything, so there's something for everyone to enjoy. But it's going to be a bit graphic, so
sounds it.
18 and above, most likely.
Yeah. Haven't you wanted to do a? Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was going to say, haven't you wanted to do something a bit more like gory for a while? I remember you posting something like not long ago. Moving that direction.
I get everyone always expects, I'll do cutesy, and I get sick of it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll do something cute once in a while when I really feel like it. If I see something adorable, I'm like, I gotta draw it, then I'll draw it. But otherwise, it's like the inner workings of my mind are a bit different.
Yeah.
When I sit there and I start drawing, I tend to, imagine something like decrepit and falling apart. That's my illustrative work, and I like that effect. I like trying to pursue a message in something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the one that I was describing to you earlier about the butterflies is called Butterfly Decay. That's what I've called that piece, and basically it's your inner emotion being eaten away by trying to pursue beauty.
Okay.
Because butterflies are seen as beautiful creatures,
mm-hmm.
very elegant, very pretty, but because she keeps trying to make herself more beautiful in terms of the media, it's slowly eating her away and taking her apart.
Yeah, I like that message.
Symbolic.
Yeah.
But whether anyone else catches on to that is,
I like butterflies, and I can't get it. No.
I've had people turn around and say that, oh, butterflies, I'm just like...
Just distracted by the fact that there's butterflies. Just like, not looking at the rest of it. Look at it.
There's a message in there. Pay attention.
Oh well.
But I think that's it, art's up to... It's in the eye of the beholder, so... People can look at it and they'll see whatever they want.
Yeah.
I have pieces of work where I literally just go, whatever you see is whatever you think it is. Just go with it, I don't care.
Yeah.
I know what it means.
There's no real answer when there's artwork involved, just whatever.
Yeah. But then sometimes I voice my opinion as to what it was meant to be, and then someone turns around and tries to no, it's not about that at all, and I'm just like...
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you created this piece.
Just like, really? How long did it take you to draw?
Yeah.
How did you go with this?
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't mean to do it in this way. Tell me. How did I mean to?
How was I supposed to draw this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, some people.
Some people they're so funny.
Yeah, so outraged about something they know nothing about, really.
You didn't draw that line in the right place, and I'm just like, yeah, I did.
Where should I draw that? On your face?
Hey, give me your arm.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Anyway.
See, I'm trying to go into the more symbolic, hidden message kind of work. As opposed to, just being blindly drawing cute. Hey, everything's gotta be cute. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
There are too many... I'm not gonna name names because, that's just cruel. But there are a lot of artists out there that I've seen post work, but then their work starts to become less and less interesting, and it becomes more dull and samey over time. So they release a piece, it looks, the technique behind it is absolutely beautiful. They put a lot of effort into it, but there's no emotion there.
No, it's just...
The emotion is just gone. It's just a blank picture. Here's just a portrait. And it's like, it's nice to look at. It's got pretty colors and it's a shiny effects, and it looks really well done. But there's no emotion in there.
Yeah.
The characters all look the same. Every time you draw a character, they all have the same expression. There's no emotion there anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's when people start to become so, involved with doing just fan art or doing just this, that they start to lose a part of themselves in the process. And I think that's sad.
Yeah.
There are some really amazing artists out there who do incredible work, but they kind of fall into that trap where everything becomes emotionless again. And I think it's a shame.
Yeah.
And of course the funny thing is that you can instantly tell as soon as they do something original, there's a big difference between the pieces. Yeah. And sometimes you can find the quality might not be as good, but the emotion is there. There's a lot more emotion in that piece. And that's when you think, this is where this person is at. They are a great artist, but they just need to tap into their emotion and feed it a bit more and get it out there.
Definitely. I think that's why I'm more of a fan of when I look at artists like polish work, and then I look back at their sketches. I love their sketches usually a lot more because it's so much energy and you can just feel it in it, sort of thing. I love it.
That's why I try to do sketch dumps as much as possible. I gather all my sketches together and I slam them in a big piece and I stick it up on DeviantArt. And not a lot of people turn around and say there's like a lot of intricate pieces in there, and it's like, there it is, yeah. But sometimes I don't finish them all. Sometimes I think the sketch is enough. I've done the sketch. I plan to finish it. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'll finish it later. But I never do. I guess because a part of you just feels like the sketch was what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot of the time. I think that's why I have a lot of the excuse I use why a lot of my work's so messy. Because I used to spend ages like perfecting, because I do like a lot of line artwork. So I spend a lot of time just to make sure the lines are perfect. And by the end of it, I feel so exhausted with it that I wasn't really that happy with it. But like now I work more like loosely. I'm usually like, I don't know, I just look at it and think, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to. Even if it's not like, it's like really untidy and stuff, and you zoom in.
But I think sometimes that's the best way to go around it. No, I mean, the piece that I was talking to you about was probably quite neat in terms of the way the line work was. I cheated a bit. I start putting lines on different layers. It's like, this is the hair, and I'm like really messy with it. And then I do the next layer, and then I start erasing it out. It's like, oh, just neaten that up.
Yeah. The slippery slope.
Oh no, but it works. It's, you know, it's just a bit of a trick around it. But I find sketchy lines, for me, you know, embody the emotion and the character far more than doing the line work. I find when I do the line work, it becomes less of how I wanted it to look, because I've had to adjust it, I've had to change it, I've had to make it neater. And then I kind of start to hate it. Yeah. And I like the sketchiness of it, but other people are like, oh, it's so messy. It's just like, but it looks nice.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it.
And I think that's why I really like Amano stuff, because like he's just got a pencil and he's just like sketch all his things out, and you know they're messy, but they work so well, and it's just like,
I know. And when you see it, like, his anatomy isn't perfect. No. It's beautiful.
I know. You know? Because he always usually focuses on like the female form and stuff, and like the women have like a really like quite blank faces sort of thing. But like you're just like really striking. Like he'll just like stand out a piece.
They got that really strong face, and then their body form is just so flowing. All the lines moving.
Yeah, he's flowing lines.
And it's just like, he's like my art boyfriend.
We talk about him all day. Wow.
He is incredible. I think if there's any artist anyone should look at, I think Amano is definitely one of them. His form, the way he's so free-flowing, just, you know, he's just free with everything he does. His pencil is the extension of himself. He just draws so fluently, and it's beautiful. Yeah. And I think it's so much nicer to see. I actually have a piece. I got the Romer board, and I've got lots of like different art little pieces of his. I love it. I had a whole book where I printed out lots of different pictures, and I used to sit there and look at it.
Yeah, I've got a few artworks of his.
I know. I want to get his New York salad art book. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, the salad one.
The little salad people.
Was that not sold outside of Japan? Because I remember looking for that and I couldn't find it.
You can get it in Japan. They cost you a little money to ship it over, but it might be worth it.
Yeah. I remember I studied that for a piece in college. So, like you have to do like a garden theme thing, and I looked at little characters, and his was part of the research. Like
I think they were so cute. He had like little cauliflower and broccoli, and like little legs, and they're like little fairy characters. I'm just like, that's too cute.
I know, because it's like in contrast to all these other like epic, like big fantasy pieces. Then he's got these little cabbage characters.
Dinky characters.
They're really cool.
I love his what is it, Hunter D?
Yeah, Vampire Hunter D. Yeah.
Vampire Hunter D. Yeah. I love the work behind that. And of course, one of the most striking pieces that I like is the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah. Which one's that one?
Skull in the background, and then there's him underneath it in like a black and brown tone. Yeah. The skull has got like that little highlight around it. It's so messy to look at, but God, is it pretty.
Yeah, his ink work's brilliant. Oh. Sorry. Just like...
You look at it and you're like, I want to do that.
I know. I went through a period for ages ago, like where I just like use engine ink with thick brushes, and it looked completely crap, like nothing, nowhere good. But I just like how it felt, and like I was trying to like do that. I want to get back into doing that again.
Yeah, I think looking at Amano's work makes me want to do more traditional again. Every time I look at his work, it's like, it's so good.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I want to be as good as you. But then you get other artists that will, you know, look at him and it's like, but it's so messy and unclean. But I think to myself, but it's so good.
Yeah, but it's still good. So
It's still
just
good. It's
shows how
amazing.
good he is.
So yeah, we're gushing over this artist. And...
I know. I think like how long have we been talking? They've been out. Mostly about him.
Mostly about Amano. He's amazing.
He really is. Buy his work now. It's like an advert pops up in the corner.
It's like, I'm a big fan. I have so many figurines lying
Topic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got Sephiroth here. I've got Cloud over there. I've got Gabrant, Tifa.
Oh.
Yes,
I can't even get started on Final Fantasy. Don't even get me started.
I have this piece and I won the convention, the big event for it.
Ah.
And it's signed by the people that worked on Final Fantasy XIV. The
no
director, the music composer, and a bunch of other people.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so my disc was a bit messy. There's a lot of stuff on there. But yeah, it's
so cool.
Yeah. I was so happy when I won that. I wasn't expecting to win it at all. I entered for fun, and I thought someone else was going to win it, and I came out as one of the top 4.
So awesome.
I won my category. I was just like, whoa! So I got a t-shirt, and I got like a tote bag, and a little recharging brick, and a big art book, and a bunch of stuff.
Stalky.
I'm just like so chilly right now. Yeah, I'm a big Final Fantasy nerd.
Yeah, same.
Still got my Final Fantasy VII Platinum Edition PlayStation 1. Oh yeah.
Nice. When was the last time you played it?
No idea. Quite some time ago.
Yeah.
But it's still perfect condition. It has to be perfect condition. It has to sit there.
I've still got my disc.
I got, you know, Final Fantasy X. I got 10-2 somewhere. I still have PlayStation 2 Okami. Why do I have that still?
I've still got that. I love that game.
Great.
Oh, it's one of my favourite games ever.
Yes. It's so good. It's such an awesome game. And I got stuck. I got stuck at this bit. There was this wall, and you know you have to do all the little dots.
Yes, was it like the last bonus one or something, was it? Like underground?
It's one of the last ones.
Yeah.
To get, because I finished the big part of the story, and then it carries on again. There's like another section to the story, and like close to the end, I got to this door. I can't do it. It's driving me crazy. So I stopped playing for a little while, and I can't remember where I'm at.
No, you finish it now.
I got it on the Wii as well. Yeah, I got both copies.
I did buy it again on the PS3 when they did the digital HD remake. I was like, I'm buying that again. I don't care.
Gotta buy it. And Wind Waker. Oh my god. Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. By far the best out of all of them. So much fun. I spent so many hours on that game, traveling around on my little boat, trying to get all of the different Triforce pieces. It drove my mum insane.
Do you have like a big sort of draw to stylized games then?
Yeah, I really like unusual games. You know, Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy, but I absolutely hate 13. It's the one part of the franchise that I detest it. I can't. I just can't.
Nah.
As soon as someone turns around and said Final Fantasy 13 was great, I just kind of want to step in and be like,
shh.
I'm just like, I beg to differ, my friend. It's like, I liked 12 a lot.
I like 12.
The story it was a shame that it was really short. The story is very short, and I agree with that. But the world and the gameplay and the way that it was set up, beautiful.
I love the battle system.
Yeah, all the monsters are running around. The world feels alive. You're like, yes, this is Final Fantasy. This is what it should feel like. Because I played 11 for 8 years, and I'm still playing it again now. Because really, really long time. And of course, all the monsters are running around, and you can see them. And when I played 12, it's like, this is exactly like 11. They're all running around. I can go pick on them and, you know, train them around the whole zone if I felt like it. You know, and it's great. And then 13 came out, and it's like, we backtracked. Random battle sequences happening again. I'm just like, please no. What's wrong with you?
Sorry, I just found something that you might want to see.
So I just felt really disappointed by it. And then
it was so bad. I don't understand.
There was like a sequel and then a prequel. You're just like, please don't. Just stop. Please.
You know what? I gave each game a chance just because I always do that. I'm thinking, right, okay, you've got a chance here to redeem yourself. And then I played it and I was like, okay.
I'm just like, I can't. Because throughout the whole time I was looking forward to 13 Versus, which is what Final Fantasy 15 was going to be. And it's like 8 years later, it's like, just release it, please, just release it, please, just renew your Final Fantasy name and release that game. So I can't wait till 15 comes out. Cause
Did you play the demo?
No, I need to go buy Type 0 to go and play the demo.
Ooh, Type 0 is quite good. People like not bothered about it because they're like too hard for 15, but it's like uses a lot of the old sort of style of Final Fantasy, like the elements. So I really quite enjoyed it because it's just it hasn't been like a new Final Fantasy. It's been like the old one in a long time. So I really enjoyed it.
I really liked because Final Fantasy 7 had its spin-off series, and I liked Dagger of Cerberus.
Oh, did you?
The one of Vincent's storyline. See, a lot of people are like, oh, that was horrible, and it's just like, the story behind it was really interesting, and I cried at the end of that. I felt so sad at the end of it. You hear this character, and he's doing everything for this woman that he loves. He loved her so much, and he's trying everything. He's trying to do everything right, and then at the end, it was just like, oh my god. Just tears overflowing. I was like, you just can't do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the idea of his backstory, but I think just the game just didn't do it for me.
But at the very end, like, you know what happened, don't you? You know what he did to save the world. And it was just like, I just be sitting there with like tears falling down.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's like one of the best characters in the game. He was quite emotionless, but at the same time emotional. He's like a really complex character.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind him that, of course, you didn't get to witness unless you, in Final Fantasy 7, you went to all of the different points to go and get all of his other story points.
Yeah.
Like, rinse the game off to no end. I will finish his story. And then it was just the way that ended. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, I love this character. I thought he was awesome, and then that was all disappointed. Just sad. I'm just saddened. Because it just like ruins it. It's like, we can't do it 10 years into the future with that anymore, and it's just like they literally ruined it for themselves. So if they do that, here's a sequel to Final Fantasy 7 set 10 years into the future, 10 years after all these events. I'm just like, you can't
Nope.
now. You just can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Square Enix these days.
No, well, I feel saddened about the fact that what they're doing to some of their games. They're ruining them. I know that they're struggling money-wise, but don't let that impact your games. You've had amazing games. Don't let it impact what it is that you do. It's like a lot of people always screw about 10-2. It's like, it's so girly. It's like, that's the point.
Do you know what was funny about that? Like, what? I cringe at it so much, but I played it 100%.
216 hours to get that from up to 100% completion.
I know. It's so ridiculous what you have to do to get that 100%, but I did it. Like, I loved it at the time. It's such a fun game, but I'm just like, oh. I think it's just because, like, the difference between 10 and 10-2 was so drastic.
It was.
It's just like, whoa, what happened?
The whole scenes with, like, LeBlanc, and you're like, I was embarrassed to play that, because at the time... And I was sitting there, and then she's making the moaning noise, and I'm just like, I hope my mom doesn't come in here.
I'm pressing buttons to make this happen, oh my god.
It makes it sound like, some kind of porno going on. So
yeah, it really is.
That's not what I'm doing.
I'm playing a game.
It's like I have to give her a massage, and she's taking it too far. It's just that was like one of the most embarrassing moments to play.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Like, shut up, LeBlanc, please.
Stop it. Mute. Oh.
And were you so much of a nerd about Final Fantasy X that you sit there and you start learning Albed? Did you sit there and start learning?
I did try to, yes. Yeah.
I had the whole alphabet written out, and I would start writing in alphabet just to learn it.
It's so fun.
It's so nerdy.
I know.
But of course, the French word for you is still you.
Right?
Yeah. Oh no, or is it? Oh no. Oh no. Yes, the French word for yes is you. It's O-U-I. We. And that's how you pronounce it. And I remember that. So sometimes when people turn around, and I'll end up saying it just out of nowhere, and I'm just like, oh my god.
It's like imprinted into your brain now.
There are like some phrases that I just learned, and I'm just like, oh man. I went from casual nerd to extreme nerd pretty quick.
Oh.
I do that over TV series.
Yeah.
Like the whole Game of Thrones and all the theories. I could sit there and I could spew the whole history behind a certain theory behind it, and I'm just like, let's stop talking.
Just stop. Yeah, just take it.
Nerd alert. I did that to one of my friends, and they were talking to me, and they're just like, oh, did you see the latest Game of Thrones? I'm like, yes. I was like, but I don't believe that's the end. And then I kind of with this whole spiel, I didn't say anything throughout the whole of it. And they were just like, whoa. And I'm just like, yeah, let's stop talking.
I've revealed my true self.
And just like, true self revealed, it's just like, I said too much.
Back away slowly now.
I did that with Star Trek. And I've also done it with, I did it with Walking Dead as well. Because I read the comic books as well as watch the TV series and play the video games. And own the Daryl figurine.
You're a Daryl fan then?
Well, no, I wanted the Rick one as well, but that's hard. I have Rick and Michonne, the comic book version, and I have Walking Dead Monopoly. Yeah.
I swear to do a Monopoly of everything now.
You have to. My mom has Star Trek Monopoly somewhere. Like a limited edition Star Trek Monopoly set with cast iron little figurines. Yeah, it's well good. You gotta run around, you gotta go and own, instead of Mayfair, it's Q. You gotta own Q.
Okay.
You're not much of a Trekkie, no?
I'm more Star Wars obsessive. I don't just like Star Trek, it just didn't click with me.
I only like the Next Generation. Sorry, Next Generation is king of all Star Treks. Captain Jean-Luc Picard's like, yes. That's a captain I'll listen to any day. Just sit there and like engage and just like, oh yes.
Does it for me?
Engage, where's the ring, please? If I were old, yeah, serious crush on Patrick Stewart right there.
A lot of people won't be bothered by age.
No, but you know, if I were older, I'm like, yeah, serious crush right there. It's the voice. I think it's the voice that does it.
Yeah, it's one of those people with an amazing voice.
It's like listening to Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Or David Attenborough. Every documentary has to have David Attenborough. If it doesn't, I just don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear this.
Or even like listening to Alan Rickman talk, you're like, this is entertaining.
Yeah, just one of those voices.
It is, it's just the voice. The voice just captures you. You sit there and listen to it, like, keep talking, please keep talking. We
Anyway.
completely sidetracked.
I know. I was like, what? Where were we? Oh yeah, well, I wanted to show you this, but we started talking about other things.
No, sorry, you show me. It's beautiful.
It's the box set. I waited ages for it to come out, and then I finally got it, and I was like, oh yeah. Got all the original Final Fantasy art in it. So I'm not just like showing off, but I'm just like, I'm really proud of it.
My fandom!
Look at it! That's so heavy as well.
Yeah, I imagine. I did the most nerdiest thing possible one time. Final Fantasy XIV released a catalogue book, the 2014 edition of a catalogue. It's like that thick.
Yeah.
I bought it from Japan, it cost me 30 quid. I'm just like, there's something wrong with me. Don't know why.
Oh man.
I don't know why I bought it. I haven't even read it since.
Yeah.
I got it out and flicked through it. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at all these armors. And it was just like, yeah, that's it.
Man, that'll do me. Back in the pile.
I have like, I'm slowly collecting like certain comic book series.
Yeah.
In piles. I have both the compendiums. They're a brick for the Walking Dead compendiums. You could knock someone out with them. They're pretty big.
I have to stop myself from buying comic book things because it's like, can't afford another collection. A collector thing.
Yeah, you gotta stop collecting stuff.
I have no money, and it's like I can have all these things.
No, I've like stopped buying collectible things for a while. I'm trying to not do that.
Yeah.
There are certain figurines that I've always wanted to own. Like Pantene stocking, the altar figurines, the ones made of resin. I just look at them and say, oh yeah, £200 though. It's like, maybe not.
Maybe someday.
Yeah, someday, when I can afford it. It's like, I have some cool figurines, but then you see them, you're like, It's just like a big piece of the pie, a beautiful piece.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Final Fantasy chess set? There is a limited edition 1000 in the world.
No, but I've suddenly got really excited.
No, yeah, that's a real thing. It's a Final Fantasy chess set, and it's got all the different summons on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh my god.
When I saw it, I was just like, oh, I need it. And then you saw the price, you're like, oh, but I want it.
Yeah.
A limited edition of 1000 in the world, you're just like, I'm never gonna get my hands on that.
Maybe I could be one of them.
Maybe I could be one of those 1000. It's always nice when you own something like that. Like, it's 1 in 1000. Check that out.
I didn't need to know about that. I'm just gonna be thinking about it all right.
You have to go buy it.
Yeah, I have to go now. Seriously.
I must go buy figurines and chess sets.
But you didn't play chess? Shh, I do. I'm an avid chess player now. All of a sudden.
Decided that that's what I'm going to do as a profession.
Yeah, that's my living from now on.
Go play chess with my Final Fantasy chess set. Check that out. The board is pretty cool. It's got these spiky rocks coming out of it. So, oh yeah. You're going to have to go look that up now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to have to wrap this up.
I'm going to go see it.
Actually, I was going to say we should probably wrap up anyway because we're like way over an hour in the night.
Yeah. There's probably going to be some bits that you can edit out anyway.
I might do, but then like, I always say that, then just leave them in.
It's like, whoa, we backtracked a bit. And, yeah.
Okay, so...
Serious off topic.
Bringing it back.
Going back to the artwork.
So where can people find your work?
They can find my work on DeviantArt, Tumblr, Facebook. I have something called PG World. Basically, if you Google ChiiChanny, you'll find me.
Awesome. Okay. How do you spell that? Just for people to
ChiiChanny.
Awesome. Are you available for commissions and other projects?
Yes, if you message me and talk to me about it.
Cool.
Just don't go ahead and be like, I want to commission you. Here's the money. I'm like, yeah, no. We're gonna have to talk about it first.
Yeah. No creepy.
I've had someone do that though once. Here's some money. I'm just like, okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
And they're just like, are you gonna draw me something? I'm like, oh, okay. That's weird.
I need a bit of direction, really.
I was just like, I need a goal here.
Just throw money at me. Nah.
Although I won't mind, just throw money at me. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you could just throw money at me if you want.
I won't say no.
Okay, I think that is it. And on that note...
We must look so weird to everyone else.
I know. It's a bit of a rambling one. It always happens usually when I talk to someone for the first time, it just like spirals off into whatever. But it's all good.
Now you know how nerdy we both really are.
Yeah. I think that'll kind of come out.
You come out big nerd.
Like, nerd! Across the screen.
That's what you should do. At some point when we're talking, you should just have it come across like nerd alert.
I'll do a warning, a caption.
Then it should flash.
Yeah. I'll do that now. Yeah, okay, so thank you, ChiiChanny, for joining me for episode 8 of my interviews.
No worries, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll just continue chatting afterwards anyway, so yeah.
Sorry we completely went off the rails.
It's fine. I'm sure everyone will enjoy this, maybe.
Enjoy listening to talk about nonsense.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, and we'll speak to you next time.
I'll speak to you later. Bye.
Bye.